Oh, hey, I wanted to ask you. I was thinking about it all week, and I should have texted to you, but I just, having a child kind of consumes your day. But when you were in Alaska with your friends and stuff, was it like all day? Was it all night?
No, we had pretty normal times. It was like sunrise at 7:30, sunset at 7:30 ish.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't too bad. Which I think that would have probably messed me up though.
Oh,
if we were, I don't know, because we did not have blackout blinds in our house. Like, there's no way.
So you get blackout drunk though.
That's what I would have had to have done in order to be able to go to sleep.
Did you do shots off of like some stranger woman's
with the happy trail?
While you were in Alaska?
Unfortunately, no.
No?
It was actually
I did not find any Eskimo women to marry.
What?
No Eskimo women to marry. We were talking about
They're keepers, bro. They're loyal.
Hunters, gatherers, fishing can kill fish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You can slay the vajayjay.
It was a good trip. So, but I think we recapped most of that.
We did.
It was bothering me. I was trying to ask you.
Yeah, he was talking to me before you got here, Jimmy. He goes, I got to know if it was sunny out the entire time or if it was dark out the whole time, which is a fair point. And that would be a very interesting time to go and actually visit there would be when they have.
What would you rather have, all day, like no nighttime, or all night, no daytime?
I think all nighttime.
All nighttime, really?
Yeah. There'd be less stuff you'd be able to do, but the problem is
I drink all night.
Being able to go to sleep would be.
I would go all daytime. I would go all daytime for sure, because I'd have all the stuff in the world to do and blackout curtains. It would be good to go.
It would be really weird to do like a very late night activity, like during the daytime, like be like, oh, hey, we're out at the bar and it's
6 o'clock in the morning.
It's 6
a.m.
They have a
baseball league up there, college baseball league up there. It's pretty good. It's like the Cape Codish in Alaska. It's
in Alaska,
good.
really?
Yeah, buddy played in it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, didn't you say it
was
was
like playing at 1:30 in the morning?
Yeah, that's got to be nuts.
But it's like sunny as shit.
Imagine watching like a football game and
it'd be super weird.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're like, all right, we're getting ready for kickoff.
Yeah, that would be incredibly weird.
But we were talking about this right before we started recording because Jamie, you're in the midst of watching it. You finished it, Stipe.
Oh, it's so good.
And I finished. I watched.
Did you finish it?
I watched it in 2 days.
Did you really?
Yeah,
me too.
I just 2 days knocked
I definitely
it out.
neglected my son.
So John's talking about Squid Game. That's the big hit right now on Netflix. So I started it. I'll be honest with you. My story behind it. I started it like the first day it popped up. I was like, holy shit, this looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. So I hit it. Started the first episode, and I'm like, it's all dubbed over, and I'm like, I have a hard time with that. Where they're obviously speaking Korean on the show, but it's dubbed over in English.
Oh,
I always struggle with watching stuff like that. Yeah, I was
reading subtitles.
I
didn't even have subtitles turned on.
Well, hold on. Here's my question. Did it originally, when Netflix first released it, did it just have subtitles? Because I think people watched it when it was just subtitles.
I have no idea.
And then I think Netflix like dubbed over everything. So
I just got done watching
and
it.
We released it.
They were speaking Oriental, whatever it was. And
it's Korean.
Sorry. Mm-hmm. And then it was also subtitles. He's like, I should do this shit.
It does have both options. I never even thought of doing I'm not a big subtitle fan either. I don't like reading while I watch something.
I was okay with the
Welcome to my world.
Version.
So I kind of bounced out. I was like halfway through the first one. I was like, I can't do this. And then like a couple of days later, it was actually my son who was like, if you watch Squid Game, it's awesome. I'm like, well, I got to watch this now and make sure he's able and like there's no issues. I got ahead of him and I was like, hey, you're done watching Squid Game. Like, no more Squid Game for you.
A couple years, my friend.
Yeah. But so I'm on episode 5. It's awesome.
Only thing I knew about it was I saw these memes, like Halloween costumes. I'm like, what the fuck is this Squid Game? I just was so busy with my child, When did it come out?
September 17th, Netflix released it.
Okay, so
the only reason I know that is because I just happened to look at it. Well, because I was trying to see like how old it was, because I think it kind of had a slow.
There's more seasons, I guess, right?
They're gonna make
They're talking about making a season 2.
It's set up without ruining anything for anybody. Right. No spoilers, not ruining anything for Jamie. The ending is set up to set up a second
season. Yeah, but it's but me and my wife were talking about it, and it's like a Purge and
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Yeah, it's like weird. Yeah, it's really weird.
So there's a connection to Saw with it. Every episode that starts, it comes from Jigsaw Productions, which I'm pretty sure has something to do with Saw.
Yeah,
is that the same production company as the other one? I don't know.
But it's all child games too, which is pretty sweet. And like like the honeycomb and like that was crazy. Honeycomb, like dude sitting there and like his little like umbrella breaks. He's like looks up, dude's like badoosh.
Well, like the first episode where they have that big thing, they're just doing red light, green light, right? And you kind of know just from like seeing the thumbnails
in the trailer too.
Yeah,
it's in the trailer too that they
what's coming.
Yeah.
And then like, but the first one they get like they move and it's just like ka-choo, ka-choo, ka-choo. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it gets very real very quickly.
Yeah.
The You feel bad for the main character because he just can't win at shit. Like he's the very first episode, obviously without ruining much of anything, he's kind of a down on his luck guy, and it just kind of carries through. It's just it's actually like painful to watch that guy lose all the time. It's
pretty crazy to watch like how people's demeanor like changes, like when it's like life or death or money's involved, and like in that, spoiling that. I mean, I don't care if I'm spoiling it or not. Like I'm talking about the first episode. About everyone, they try to bail out, and then all of a sudden they're all back.
They're all back, yeah.
And they realize like it's worse out there than it is in here.
Yeah. I will say, without question, this is going to be the Halloween costume that is everywhere.
The mask guy with the face.
I think all of them. I think you're going to see the triangle, the circle, the square, but yeah, that whatever his name is, that.
The front man?
The front man, yeah.
It would be, it's a
badass mask.
It's a really easy costume would be going as one of the people in it. You just buy like a green jumpsuit and put a number on it.
Yeah,
That's my kind of, so that was one of the things I put on the list for us to talk about is Halloween's fast approaching. Are you guys excited for it? That is my kind of costume.
Me too.
I love Halloween. I hate putting together.
Halloween is a Browns game too, by the way, against the Steelers.
Actual Halloween day.
Yeah.
Like Halloween parties, I mean.
Oh.
That's an awesome thing though too. Yeah. Is it in Pittsburgh or is it here?
Here?
Oh, everybody's going to be dressed up for this game.
So then
I believe it's here
later in the year then because it's the second one's a Monday night game, so that's the one in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I'm almost positive. Because my wife wanted me to go. We want to go, but then I was like, it's a Sunday and trick or treating. So then we're looking for other options for our daughter, during the day and stuff like that. And so we'll figure it out. But I mean, I told her we can go another one. It's not a big deal. But she really wanted to go that one just because it's Sunday game and
it's 1 o'clock.
That's going to be a crazy atmosphere down there, especially with everybody dressing up. Could you imagine the Muni lot?
Yeah.
And everybody in Halloween costumes.
Everyone's dressed up anyway. So
it's going to be times 100. It's going to be crazy.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
I don't know yet, but that's why I was saying I got to figure out.
I think he's going to go as a Squid Game.
I should go as a Squid Game character.
Well, I'll go with my Bumble idea.
That's
a good one. That's a lot of work, though.
That's just a box.
I have to make a box.
Yeah, he's not going to do that.
Too many things. I can draw a triangle, a circle, and a square on a sweatshirt. I can do that.
He 51% does not want to have to do that.
100%. His name is mom do it.
That's a lot of work. I would rather my kind of costume is just buy a tracksuit that looks that's the same color and then just draw a couple symbols on it.
Jamie, you can go back again as a grumpy old man.
So I do that 364 days a year. So for Halloween, I have no idea. I usually don't dress up at this point. I just take the kids.
You a troll? You get some big hair?
I just go, that's, no, Jeffy does that.
Does he really?
You're going as the dad who steals his kids' candy.
Yeah, because that's who I am.
I don't fault you for that. No. I think that's the beauty
I cannot wait.
It's awesome. Yeah, wait, you have a good, I don't know if she's ready yet.
No, she knows it though. She's ready.
So it might be this year, it might be next year, but there are some amazing pranks. I think it's Jimmy Fallon who does them every year, where parents tell their kids like, "We ate all your candy," and the kids freak the fuck out. That's a good prank. We did that to ours a few times. She was
asking what do you want to be for Halloween? She's like Peter Pan. I was like, you want to be Peter Pan? She's like, no. She was like Dorothy or some girl's named Dorothy or something in the show. And then she's like, okay, what do you want mommy to be? She's like Tinkerbell. She's like, what about daddy? I was like Captain Hook. I was like, so mad, but then I thought about I actually have a pirate's outfit. I just got a hook. I'm good.
There you
go. And so then she wanted her little brother to be the little Peter Pan kid. I don't know what the Peter Pan kid is like. I don't know the kid's Gary or something. I have no idea what the kid's name is. I swear to God.
I didn't know there was a Dorothy until just now. So
there's look, there's like a little guy too.
Are you talking about Wendy?
Wendy, that's it. Wendy, sorry. There you go. Sorry, Wendy.
Makes a lot more sense.
Wendy and Gary.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you. Looking for the little guy.
No, it's the little kid with the teddy bear. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah. I know what character you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
They're all kind of Gary.
I love the fact. What do you think that pitch meeting would go like if Walt Disney walks in? He's like, we're going to name this kid Gary.
Flo? Is it Flo?
No, that doesn't look right. I don't know. But yeah, that would actually. Do you guys? Is that the family costume for this year?
No, not at all. She already has
she'll
like
forget
30
it's
costumes
something
in her
else,
closet.
yeah.
She has her own closet with all her shit
All
hanging.
costumes. John Darling is the kid's name, by the way.
John, okay.
So it's going to be so my kids' first Halloween costumes were the best because they were just like they're just little lumps and we stuffed them in like they were just animals. They were not,
my daughter was a skunk.
Yeah, but like now everything is now everything is like a production. Like it's like they want to be this. My kid wants to go as a hillbilly this year, which is like I'm like you got the hair for it.
Listen,
True.
You got the mullet. Like let's rock and roll.
That's
Super
actually,
simple.
Just I'm gonna walk outside.
Yeah. I don't know what my daughter's gonna go as, but yeah.
Well, I missed it when I was younger, like 18 and like before dating my wife. It was great. Going like downtown, and the girls wearing the most scandalous shit. I'm like,
oh yeah,
count me in, like but
now you have a daughter.
I have a daughter. I'm like, God, you are not wearing that.
Correct.
You're wearing a cape.
Oh, I was totally. I know this is on the list. I apologize. Saturday, I had the kid at Kent State for hockey. Mm-hmm. Played at the Kent State Ice Arena. Pretty cool, bigger venue, whatever. My niece goes to school there, so she met us to watch him play. And I'm talking to her for a little bit, and she mentioned that it's homecoming. It was homecoming for Kent's football team, whatever, for the college.
Yeah.
So game's at 9:20, so we're out of there by about 10:30, and we got to drive through campus. They had a bunch of roads closed for a parade and all this, and as we're driving through some of the campus housing, there is just roaring fucking parties going on all over the place.
Old townhomes, new townhomes.
And there are scantily clad young ladies wandering around, and my son is just sitting there like, what is going on right now? I'm like, this is college,
This
buddy.
is why you get good grades, son.
I go, this is college, buddy. This is you want to go to college, this is start preparing yourself for it, because it was
just
chaos.
drop them off. Just leave them, drop them off. Good luck with it. Here's a 12 pack. Say you're here for party.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah.
That is one thing. I don't know. I mean, I can only speak to Ohio University, but their homecoming's way more fun than they're known for, like their Halloween party, because like a ton of people come in from out of town. But homecoming's way better because it's all the alumni that come back. For homecoming week, so it's all OU people there that like.
You're talking about Ohio University, everyone.
Yeah, there's a ton of arrests and stuff on Halloween because it's a bunch of people that don't go there that cause trouble and like whatever when they're down there.
Yeah.
And homecoming is all OU people, or Ohio University people, so you don't see that. You don't end up having that problem, but they do a huge parade through the middle of the thing. The bars are open at 5 a.m.
Is Halloween still that big of a deal at OU? Is that still that's a huge party?
Yep.
Yeah.
The only time I ever dressed up for like a college was I went to BG just for like my buddies went there. So I dressed up as a shooter girl. So I'm watching out 6'5", 240-pound dude wearing skibby shorts.
Almost like
it's a Hooters girl. It's a Hooters girl, but it's called Shooters.
Oh, nice.
So I had a blonde wig, and the guys some guys would be like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "I'm a lesbian." I was laughing around, joking, but it was fun. It was a good time.
Nice.
Not like by your times, but it was fun.
Yeah. What you got big plans for Halloween parties, John? I mean, you're the party or the group.
Are you going out of town again?
Whippersnapper of the group.
Yeah.
As you elder folks say.
Right.
No, I'm supposed to go to a party down in, what is it, Fairlawn, North Akron, something like that.
Oh, it's not far from here.
Yeah, we're doing that. That's not a huge one, but it's a good one. They put on a really good Halloween party. And then we're doing another one. I'm supposed to do another one the following day, like down from my house. I don't know if I can do back. I'm getting a little old.
Getting a little
long
back to back.
Getting a little long in the tooth. I don't know if I can do back to back.
What was that one year? We met you at the bar. It was you and then Ryan's cousin. He was dressed as Thing 1.
Oh my God. Thank you for remembering that, because that's one of the best things ever. So it was Ryan. It was your wife met her cousin Ryan, who's one of our good friends.
Yeah.
He literally went to the bar as Thing 1 by himself.
Bro, these pictures look like he had like the worst night of his life. Like, looked like he had to walk of shame into the bar.
Yeah, he looked terrible.
It was so bad.
Like he was like dragging ass, looked terrible, whatever. But the best part is like he went out by himself as just Thing 1. So there's no Thing 2.
That's awesome.
And so you're sitting there like going like, well, where the hell's the other one? Like, because normally it's like a two fur costume, and he's like, where the fuck is he? And he goes, I don't know.
I love that kid.
And he just looked like shit. Like he's like sitting on the bar drinking a beer. He's like, But yeah, he went as thing 1 by himself. I completely forgot about that. That was like
my favorite Halloween costume I think I ever probably had was when I was at the Reno 911 guy.
The new boot goofing guy.
Yeah. So my wife actually, I had to shave my mustache. I shaved it. I was like, God dang it, because I just got the costume. So she actually penciled on a mustache. The best part was everyone thought it was real, like on pictures.
Yeah.
Like, what taught you a mustache so fast? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you had to shave for work.
Yeah, it was actually those clothes were actually tighter than the shooter girls' clothes. It was bad. I think my bright nut popped out like 45 times.
I think one of my favorite costumes. So like we were coming full circle. What we were talking about Halloween costumes. I like Halloween. I like the idea of Halloween and like the whole spirit of it. But I hate putting in the work to like put together a costume. And I never want to have something where I got to wear like a mask that I have to like take off to like have a drink or do whatever, because it just ends up being a pain in the ass. So one of the costumes we did when I was a senior in college, me and my old roommate, we went as just old men. And so we bought flannel suspenders, we wore sweatpants, and then we bought adult diapers and wore them over our sweatpants. And we stayed in character the whole night. Like, so we walked, we walked real slow. We talked like that. We dyed our hair gray.
Oh my God.
Like, we literally stayed in character the entire time.
So nothing's changed, really.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just going to come out and say that my biggest pet peeve on Halloween are people that stay in character the whole fucking time.
Yes.
It's terrible.
You know what John's pet peeve is?
That's fine.
Me.
But we literally, that's
people
true.
that wear sunglasses in bar.
That's true. I hate that. And Jamie. But we stayed in like character, as in like we were just like, but we like were hanging out and drinking and like whatever the entire time at the party. But
like, so nothing's changed.
It takes me back. We've been to a couple back in the day when it was Austin Powers was the
you guys are knights and like jokers and
and there would be people showing up to these parties as Austin Powers, and they would just stay in character the whole time.
Yeah,
like,
buddy,
dude, fucking stop, please.
You're trying to ask them a serious question, like a serious question. They're like, "What, baby?"
Yeah,
shaggerific.
My go-to costume for many years was as a doctor, because I could just throw on a pair of scrubs, a lab coat, and that was it. Like, it was the most comfortable costume.
That's actually a good idea
on Earth. Yeah.
I mean, that's actually a fantastic idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good one.
And people on Halloween have suspension of disbelief, so like they
could
can
actually
just believe it.
Yeah, like, hey, look at this dumbass.
Just got off of work. I was up here to party.
So, but yeah, I don't know. It's coming up fast. I'm excited for it. Should be a good time.
You know what's coming up fast?
What?
Tacoma FD, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thursday.
It's your episode, right?
Yeah. So was this coming out on Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be on Thursday, the same day, guys.
True TV, Tacoma FD.
Yep. 10:30. Boom.
I'm
How far are you in?
You've showed us. I'm caught up to this season.
Okay.
I actually don't know what True TV channel is with the cable. I got to figure
it says
that out.
TRU.
No, I know what it is.
Oh,
I just have to look it up. But I can catch up. That show's good because it's only 30 minutes. So
plus it's on HBO. I think it's HBO Max too.
Yeah, but I don't know if they have the new episodes on. I don't know if they have the current season.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
But I'm caught up to this season, so I'm probably two, three episodes behind, something like that.
Yeah.
But
the last one was the wisdom teeth.
You showed us. You showed Jamie and I the scenes and stuff that you're in, and both of us were surprisingly shocked because you did a good job.
Jamie,
you do good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've come a long way. Yeah. You've come a long.
Yeah,
way,
baby. Shaggerific.
Yeah. So just so we don't forget, make sure on Thursday you check out True TV, watch Tacoma FD, so you can see Stipe in all of his glory as himself.
Yeah.
That's what I do. What's I do? So what else you got on the agenda?
You're a dramatized version of yourself in that show.
100%.
It's fantastic.
Actually, no, that's actually how I am 24/7. You just don't see it.
You're amped up a little bit in it. You're pretty low key in person. Like when it's just us sitting around. If you're like out and about, it amps up a little bit. I don't know. You don't think so?
No.
Him and I were just sitting around talking before you got here.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be quiet because my child's sleeping.
See, when we're down here and you're not around, it's so like vibrant and live.
Yeah, we're like, man, it's so exciting. And then you walk in, and you just suck it out of the room, dude.
All the air comes out of the fucking room.
Gone.
I could say the same thing about you, Jamie.
It's like a fart in the wind, dude.
Piece of shit.
It's like a fart in the wind, bro. It's like, gone.
So,
how did you get water, by the way? Did you bring your own?
I brought water.
I brought one too.
So for everyone listening, I have a massive,
huge
commercial refrigerator one you see in a
It's
convenience
like
store.
at a Dairy Mart.
Yeah, it's
like
a Dairy Mart. Yeah, convenience store. And,
it's got 6 doors.
yeah, no, it's got 3. Actually, it might have 6 doors.
Yeah, it's got 6
Does
doors.
it really?
Yes.
You sure?
Jamie and I have drank all of the beverages out of it.
A lot of the
Yeah.
beverages.
So I keep my Monster Modelo, and then I, for food, or plus we have bottles of water and stuff like that.
Nope.
Well, unfortunately, there's no water because my son's been drinking it in the bottle.
Water, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be there tomorrow.
And then you text, and you're like, hey, just so you guys
Listen.
know, it was very nice of you.
Thank you. I just want to let you guys know.
And then John was like, well, Jamie can pick up a case because he doesn't have anything going on. Cause,
Wow.
Because you had a million things going on today.
Of course I did.
But no, one of the things I did want to get to. So this was the big deal on Sunday night was the Buccaneers Patriots game.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
So Tom Brady.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either, but Tom Brady
It was a hell of a football game.
Yeah, Tom
I heard
Brady
he didn't do
ended
that
up-
well. I think he was too amped up. I heard he wasn't like on point like he usually is.
Well, he was also missing Gronk.
Oh, yeah. How long is he out for?
I don't think it's going to be extended. I don't know for sure, but he didn't. I guess he wasn't Tom Brady-esque, but he did enough to
Listen,
win.
they still won. Look at the Browns. I mean,
Yeah, it was the
great,
first
but
time
they still
Mac
won.
Jones has looked good though.
I
Mac
already
Jones he had a good game.
Yeah.
So, but Tom Brady becomes the 4th quarterback to have beaten all 32 NFL
32.
Yeah.
teams,
Did he break the record too for
and he
passing
broke
yards?
the passing yards record.
Yeah, he did, and Drew Brees wasn't he in the announcer's box when it happened?
Yeah, he calls. I think he calls the Sunday night
something
game,
to
so
do
he was
with-
there.
yeah.
He does or doesn't. He doesn't call the games. He does the pregame
Something.
commentary.
Yeah, he was involved somehow. So yeah, he broke his record, and I don't know when he's going to stop playing.
Why would he stop? He's still killing it.
I don't know, why.
He looks in better shape than most
says.
people.
It's
my age.
unbelievable.
I mean,
Dude,
it's
last
crazy.
year he had like torn cartilage in his knee. It was bugging him all year. He still won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's insane. I hate him.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
went to
I
Michigan.
respect. Yeah, I respect. What he's accomplished. He's the best of all
crazy.
time. Doesn't mean I have to like the fucking guy, but I don't see him stopping.
Bro, you know what's crazy? They show like him when he his draft combine.
Yeah, the picture.
He looked like a little 12-year-old boy
Yeah.
in his body.
It's my favorite picture of all time.
It's
It was
so
like Pollock
bad.
right now.
It's so yeah.
Right.
It's so bad. I mean, he looks terrible. In that
Right?
picture.
I mean, then,
there it is.
Look at that, dude.
That's like that's a
He
good.
looks like the cable guy.
Who would've looked at that
from
It's like
Jim Carrey?
You almost want to be like, dude, you could have stood up a little bit straighter.
Oh, is he wearing underwear or is those just regular
Those are the
shorts?
shorts.
Okay,
Yeah,
God, I was
those
gonna
are
say,
shorts.
dude.
But it looks like he's like slouching his shoulders and whatever. I'm like, dude, you could have put your chest out a
Yeah,
little bit
dude,
or
did some
stood
push-ups.
up.
Did some push-ups came in there.
Yeah. Before you go in the room, you're like busting out like 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
You never would have looked at that and been like, "This kid's going to be the greatest of all time."
Yeah.
Right.
Never.
That's the fucking craziest thing about it. I mean, at this point, you can't even argue it. I mean,
No.
There's no argument.
yeah. I mean, is he the best athlete to ever play in the NFL? Absolutely
No.
not. But is he the best football player to ever play? You kind of
Listen,
Best
Yeah,
quarterback.
Yeah,
and
best
it's the
quarterback,
most
hands
important,
down.
most
Yeah.
important position on the field.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he ended up winning, and then so now I think it's him, Favre, Peyton Manning,
Breeze.
and Breeze are the only ones that have beaten everybody. Which I mean, that's some rarefied air. So
Yeah, that is. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that it's 4 quarterbacks recent.
yeah,
I could say Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, obviously Drew Brees just retired. So kind of surprised it never happened prior to that. I guess, but I guess also quarterbacks didn't always leave teams.
I think it's
yeah.
I think it's hard to you have to play for a very long time in order to be able to do that. I mean,
We saw a drama happen
So,
before the game too.
it's all the. I apologize. I didn't mean to walk over you. Hold that
That's
thought
right.
though. It's 32 teams. So when was the last expansion? It was so there hasn't been that many quarterbacks that would have had that record. I was thinking like Montana, Elway, and them. I don't think there was 32 teams.
No, there was
in
like
the league
28
back
at the time.
Yeah. So, anyways, what were you gonna say? There was a fight or
No,
drama
before
the game?
before the game, Tom Brady said you want to play 2017 because him and Belichick were arguing button heads. And
Oh,
stuff.
I didn't hear anything about that.
I saw stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, who knows? It could be all just.
I guess Belichick went in after the game. They
25
said
minutes
for
they
like
were-
25 minutes,
yeah,
so
talk.
went off in the dark corner, and
Yeah.
who knows what they
Well,
did with
I
each
guess
other.
Tom Brady went to call him and say, "Hey, dude, I'm leaving. So thank you for everything." And
Mm-hmm.
he said, "Yeah, I'm busy. Can't talk." I think he texted him or something like that. I don't know what the whole thing was. Or
it's interesting. I think some of that stuff came from a book about Robert Kraft or Robert Kraft's book.
I met
that's
that guy,
coming
by the
out, or
way.
something out. I want to hear that story in a second. But but real quick, I was going to say it's funny how that news about like Kraft's book or a book about Robert Kraft is coming out, and they happen to drop all this news the week of that game. Like, how coincidental.
Yeah,
you know
it's,
what
all,
I mean?
it's all media. Dude.
Exactly. And so it's just funny that like, what a coincidence that happened on that week. So, so you met Robert Kraft.
Yeah, so I was in, oh my God, the one, I was in LA I was doing the LA Fitness Expo. I was doing one of the drinks there.
Okay.
And so we went out to one of the restaurants called the Catch. But you know what's funny? I used to call it Snatch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I went to a guy. I was like, "Hey," this guy and his wife. I'm like, "You guys know where Snatch is?" The dude looked at me like, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" And his wife knew exactly. She's like, "You're talking about Catch. It's right there." She knew exactly what I was talking about. But yeah, we were there. We were eating, and I walked by. I'm like, "Man, that dude looks so familiar." Like, yeah, and someone he's like, "Dude, it's Kraft." I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, and no joke, I was so pumped up to meet him. I was like, "Holy shit," you know. I said what did I say? What team did I say? I said something. He's like, I was like, "Oh yeah, you want a Super Bowl?" I want this. I said something else, and he's like, "No, the Patriots." I'm like, "Damn it, I'm sorry." Yes, the Patriots. Like,
wow.
Yeah, he showed me his ring. His ring, he pulled out his pocket.
Yeah.
But I definitely.
Did he?
He's not even wearing them.
No, it's just in his pocket. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was in his
He had to
pocket.
take it off when he went to visit the Asian massage parlor.
Listen, dude,
Oh,
the crank in his
jeez.
neck. Yeah, it's
What?
crank in his
He's
neck.
cranking his neck.
Yeah,
happened?
listen, I hear you. I don't hold.
That might have been his
grudges on
happy
the guy.
ending, dude. You don't know.
It was no question in my mind there were happy endings involved in that story.
Yeah, and then actually I saw Chuck Liddell that night too. He was in the same restaurant. I was like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Good times. It was right before. It was actually right before the craziness hit. It was right before the 2 days before, a day before, then when Kobe passed away.
Okay.
Oh,
And then that's when COVID hit. Like right
It was
after
right
that.
then. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Speaking of California, did you guys see the stuff going on with the oil spill?
No, what the hell?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
what was going on.
Did they come out today and say what caused it? Was it an anchor?
Did you see that article? So supposedly one of the theories is that a ship dropped its anchor
Right on the pipeline.
and dropped it on the pipeline, and that's what broke the pipeline and it released. The spill, I think, is 3,000 gallons or 3,000 barrels, 126,000 gallons of oil off the coast.
Can they
off the
sucked
coast of
it in yet?
California.
Like, have they blocked it in?
They're in the process of trying to clean up. It's a big mess, but like that, isn't that crazy that like there's a ship just dropped its anchor and it hit the pipipeline?
Is it really what happened?
That's what they think.
That's what they're thinking. They're saying it.
Where's that pipeline come from?
It was slashed open and dragged more than 100 feet.
Jesus.
Also, they didn't shut it down for hours. That's the other thing that's coming out. Like every day, it's coming out how slow the response was.
Yeah,
and
like, that's a big thing. That's not. They need a lot of dawn to get them.
No, and that's right on. Was that Huntington Beach? I forget which.
So
what
where's that
exact-
pipeline come from? Like, where's it like?
Like, where's it start?
Yeah, like where's it like? Is it like one of those like? What's that movie with Mark Wahlberg? Horizon, Deep Horizon. It's like one of those things. Like out in the boonies.
So it's coming from a. So the pipeline itself is coming from a oil rig out somewhere in the ocean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
out
You
in
know,
the-
deep Horizon.
I don't think
deep
I've ever
whatever.
seen that. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. I know what movie you're talking about.
But you know what I'm talking about with all, like one of those big,
It's a
just
floating.
below
It's a
the
floating. It's a
fucking-
floating. Yeah.
So it
Oil
comes from
rig,
there
yeah.
where they're drilling there, and it runs
That's
somewhere
what I
up the
figured.
coast.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
But yeah, it's supposed to be like one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, and it is shut the fuck down.
Not right now.
No. Yeah. So that's.
I had no idea. I should buy catch up. Like I apparently
I knew it was going
Facebook
on,
and
but-
Instagram were shut down for 6 hours.
Oh yeah. That was a pleasant.
awesome.
Were you happy about that?
Loved every second.
I was
of it.
kind of happy about that too.
I legit thought my internet was messed up, so I said whatever. I just went I said fuck it. I was like, I didn't care.
I always notice now, like if I go to check something, whether it's whatever, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, if I notice that it's not refreshing, I'll check the internet really quick, and then I'm like, something's going on. So I just jump on like my computer, type in Facebook shut down or whatever, and it comes up, and people are just losing their minds. It's the best.
It's scary.
It's the
how people
best.
like.
Yeah,
It's like that social
people
dilemma.
can't fucking deal with
right?
it. Yeah,
it's really nice
Status.
when you know it's not working, and then you're like, oh, I'm
just gonna put this down.
I don't have to check it
Yeah.
because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I legit had no idea. I just like, oh, okay, whatever. I was like, maybe it just, I thought maybe something was wrong, but I didn't care because everything else is working. So I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
As long as TikTok's working, I'm happy. Like that's all I need
Dude,
in my life is my TikTok.
I'm very surprised that you're the one that jumped on the bandwagon for.
You love TikTok, huh?
Big TikTok
I'm on it now. I'm gonna start using it.
Yeah, well, I'm a big fan.
So,
Well, I was a lot of big fan back in the day when it was pretty much all or nothing. You can do whatever you want on it.
That's what I've heard.
See,
Yeah,
I was like,
I
holy
just
crap.
got into it like recently, so
Some titties flying around.
yeah, it's very censored now.
No,
I
very
shouldn't say
censored.
censored. They'll their terms and agreements, whatever. Like people get
No
videos
nudity.
pulled all the time.
Yeah, there's no nudity really.
Like even like too much cussing or
Oh, really?
like and that's like in a way though. In a way, it's kind of better because like there's some creative motherfuckers on that app. Like some incredibly. I'm not talking about the dancing and shit like that,
No.
but like there's some really creative people.
Well,
on
it's like
app.
that one dude, the one black kid from was it France or something like that?
He is from.
Where's he from? You know what I'm talking about.
I know
They're in North
exactly.
Country.
He doesn't talk.
He legit was homeless, and then he just started going around. He had nothing going on. He lost his job or something. It was crazy. It was a great story, and he started just asking people random questions. And now he's like huge. Like,
Really?
Yeah, he's killing it. He's
Cobby
doing
Lane.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like funny as shit.
And all he does, like
Makes you look
he
sick.
has like a video will play that some video from the internet will play, and he just makes these faces because these people are just being ridiculous, and like it's just he's a huge hit.
Dude, he's funny.
He's got over 1.3 billion likes.
Crazy, right?
Damn.
I'm so happy for him, dude. Because
Oh, yeah, he was
legit.
homeless.
He was legit homeless, and
Yep.
this dude just found his niche, dude.
Yep.
It's a great story, you know.
Yeah.
And like,
Are you, Jamie, are you creating content on TikTok or are you just watching stuff?
I have a deal with my children that I will have more followers than them by the end of the year. So I'm trying to create content.
Interesting.
so here's my thing. You ever seen I saw a video the other day. It was a guy asking like most easiest questions, like stupid questions, like how many, he'd be like, how many 13, like the 13 colonies, how many were there? They'd be like,
Oh yeah, you're putting people. Is there a camera on them?
yeah. And
you're
they're
putting people
like,
on the spot.
dude, he's
Yeah.
like, I'll give you $100 and like 12. And he's like, the 13 colonies, there's 12. And they're like, 11. I'm like, I'm like, listen, dude. There's some of the questions that were just like,
Was that on TikTok?
It might be, but I can't remember. I saw it. It was so funny though. He was asking these people, some were hammered, and I get it. I actually did give some people some credit that were drunk. They still got the answers right, but they were like, it's the easiest questions, and I was like, I know that question, but like, am I that dumb? Like, I started getting second guessing myself. But it was just funny watching him. He was so.
I have always said I will never. If somebody just approaches me randomly with a camera to start asking questions, I am out. Because there's no doubt they're trying to make me look like an asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like no
you're
question
not gonna
at all.
you're not gonna win that. It's
Nope.
gonna be one of those where you just say something stupid or you like. I mean, it's what's that one show that used to be? It was Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I'm like that would just make me look like an idiot. And I
am
that
an idiot.
stupid, but like I would get something wrong that would be like, oh shit.
I'm borderline. Like, I'm borderline.
I'm just gonna stop both of you right now. Like you're both. Well, you're smarter than me. I don't probably not you, Stipe.
I hide it well.
Jesus.
I hide it well.
I can tell you, I have a 5th grader and a 6th grader right now. They are both smarter than me.
Other question.
Like,
I'm terrified when my daughter and son go to school. They're gonna be like, Dad, help me with this. I'm like, what is it? 2 + 2? I'll be like, go ask your mom.
Oh
Go ask your mom.
no! Once they get to 5th grade and they start doing the math the way they do it now, out. I've already thrown my hand down and said I'm done. I am no longer helping you
Jamie's
with
like, I'm
math.
gonna go back on TikTok.
I don't want to relearn how to do math. Like this is how I do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you.
But you don't even need to know it. You should tell them, like, you're not even gonna need this.
And, well, the problem is, then they're like, no, that's not how we're supposed to do it. I'm like, but this is the answer.
Yeah.
And they're like, but no, you have to draw this
That's what
box
makes
with
me
these
so mad.
dots and all
Yes.
this. I'm like, yeah, I'm out.
I think I would send my kid to a different school that would
They're all
require
teaching them that way.
That's terrible.
Yep.
Well,
Common
my daughter's
Core.
going to the Covenant, so it doesn't really matter.
The Covenant.
Yeah.
Is that
Like
a thing
for women and
for
becoming
Being
a
a nun.
nun?
to be a nun?
Yeah,
I think you still have to go to school.
Still got to go.
that's
to school.
fine. Listen, man, you're doing the boxes. She can learn. They can teach her that. I don't have to worry about it.
It's going to be an all-girls school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I think I saw a meme one time. I saw a meme one time where they were somebody posted something and it was like, yeah, it's like, oh, I didn't realize like having a kid, man, I had to like sit down and relearn algebra and blah blah blah.
Yep.
And it was like that sounds miserable because
It's
like you
the
don't want to learn
worst.
it the first time you have to do
Correct.
it. And having to go through
Well,
it
it's like we're doing these fire tests too. Some of these fire tests, like they have these crazy like math equations for no reason. I'm like, well, do I?
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Well,
like
what Stipe's talking about is the civil service exams to become a firefighter, and a lot of them are just general knowledge that throw just random, like the most random shit. It has nothing to do with being a fireman or a paramedic or anything like that. It's just it's very strange.
Is it just supposed to be like a general
You're
competency?
like bus 1 travels at 30 miles per hour. Bus 2 travels at 40. They're both traveling, 5 miles down the road to blah blah blah. Who gets there faster? And how? And like, but bus 2 leaves 10 minutes earlier. Like,
then they'll throw questions about American history,
Yeah.
and then questions. It's just it's the dumbest thing in the world. It has
Like,
nothing
who was
to
the
do with
third
being a
president? I'm like,
fireman.
Herbie Hancock. Terrible.
See, that doesn't seem fun at all.
No. But
So the other thing I pulled up, by the way, because I know you had a list, but it was announced today
they
that
just announced that,
Koepka
yeah.
and DeChambeau are going to have a little showdown Thanksgiving weekend.
they really don't like each other, huh?
I don't know.
I think
After
this
the
is
Ryder
for
Cup,
show.
yeah,
I think I think they had a little bit of a
they had a little beef.
Mm-hmm. And
Well,
then-
I think was it Koepka was doing the interview. And I think he was just frustrated with himself, and that dude just walked by with those cleats, and he's just like, just kinda
Yeah,
There were some things before that
Was there
too.
really? Oh.
Yeah, I believe so.
He made some comment, or I
How it
think
all
Koepka
starts.
was about Bryson's pace of play or something. I can't remember, but it wasn't anything like super crazy. It was kind of like little trivial stuff, like they were kind of getting annoyed with each other, and then whatever. So I think there was a little bit of beef.
There's Shambo, right? Is that the same thing?
Bryson DeChambeau and
So
Brooks
I
Koepka.
heard he's
yeah.
kind of like a weird dude.
He's very analytical, like
Yeah.
with his swing and stuff. Like he knows like ball speed, angles of his clubs, all this other. I mean, like he's very like analytical.
I was going up and
about
swing the
everything.
shit out and hope for the best.
Yeah, that's. I mean, most golfers, yeah. But he. So I think there was a little bit of beef, and then I think they kind of squashed it at the Ryder Cup. I think they're fine now.
They crushed it.
Yeah, I think they're fine now. And then this Capital One match thing that's going to be on.
Like for like charity and shit.
Yeah,
That's
a lot of it goes to charity, and he has. I don't know what Bryson DeChambeau's charity is, but he has a Brooks Koepka Foundation. But they're going to do a 12-hole match the day after Thanksgiving, which I'm like, this is fantastic because I'm off the day after Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be sitting around drinking beer, watching golf on Friday afternoon. It's gonna be
You're
fantastic.
51% maybe going to do that.
Oh no, I'm 100% going to do that.
Wow.
So I don't think we didn't talk about the Ryder Cup last week, right? It was
It
something
wasn't-
I
it
wanted to
wasn't
touch
done.
base on. No, it was.
Was it?
Yeah. Why isn't golf normally like that?
Wasn't that way better?
It was so much better.
Crazy.
It was so much better.
Like having
like being-
teams and
well, they having teams and just like they were
fans
fucking
are
shotgunning beers.
Dude,
They were like it
dude
was
smoking
amazing.
as a guy on stage. He's like,
Yes.
yeah,
I'm
once
like,
they won,
It
yeah.
was an incredible event.
the
Like
fans
it
are
was
so
awesome.
into it, dude. Like I was watching like before the game, before the match
When they were
started.
chanting.
No, they were just screaming like they're like, and Europe comes in, they're like, yeah, like everyone's going nuts, and like
Yeah.
US. I was like, wow, like
Yeah.
this is awesome. Like
Yeah,
it was
it was really cool.
it was crazy to just watch like how into it they got. Like just screaming the teams, and it was just cool experience to watch.
And
on TV.
then was it DeChambeau who hit that he hit like a 400
407.
DeChambeau, yeah.
some insane.
He did that long drive the next week or something. Like that.
417, and then that was on the first day maybe, and then on the last day on the first hole he drove the green on a par 4 and then made the eagle putt, so he got a 2 on a 4, which is nuts.
That's nuts.
No, I agree with you. I don't understand why. Like they should make more events where like you can just pick a partner and play in a match and make it that way, and do like a team event and just make it more fun. Somebody, I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody made the suggestion that they should change the Olympics so it should be more closely related to how the Ryder Cup's
That'd be
set
a
up.
great idea, I think.
Because right now you have to qualify for your team or whatever for the Olympics. However you do that, you got to have so many like points or your ranking in the world or whatever the hell the qualifications are. But then you just play like a normal tournament for the weekend, and then whoever wins gets the top 3 just get the
Yeah,
medals.
you
And it's
talk
kinda
about
like-
shotgun a beer. I remember, they're walking off the green, and then when you threw him a beer and he chugged it down, I was
awesome.
like, that's fucking balls.
It was
right there,
awesome,
dude.
man.
That's fucking
he
awesome.
said in an interview, the guy that chugged the beer, he was like, they were like, yeah, he's like, I was like, yeah, should I do it? Blah, blah, blah. Then the fans threw the beer down to me. He's like, I got to do it.
Yeah, right.
And then the coach came over and was like, oh, why'd you do that? And he goes, well, you should have played me this round. 'Cause he had him sat for that round. But that was, I don't know. Way more fun to watch, though. And there's more like everything kind of matters more.
Yeah.
Like each shot kind of matters more,
yeah.
you know? So there's more on the line. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, and there's like different type of play each day, and like you said, you kind of take out who's playing each day, and I don't know. It just seemed a lot more fun to me. Than,
Yeah, a little
Jamie?
strategy, a little.
Jamie, you know what matters to me?
No.
Jonathan,
Uh-oh.
your love life matters to me. What's going on?
Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
You asked me about this before we
That's
started.
Oh,
I'm
so
only-
yeah, what's going on, John?
We'll be your
nothing's
Dr.
going
Phil,
on.
dude.
There actually is nothing to
What,
tell.
Why is there nothing to
no,
tell?
No, we're gonna do it right now. What do you look for in a girl?
Oh, geez.
Let's go with.
I have
let's
no
go with
idea.
personality.
Oh,
What
I'm
would-
zooming in on John for this.
Personality
That's
wise,
okay.
come on.
We don't
We
need
need to
to.
know this.
What?
personality? What are you looking for?
The running joke, and this is, I think I might have said this before. No, the running joke was she's got to be way more, she's got to be out of my league. She has to not like me, and she has to be mean to me. Those are the three. Those are the three qualifications. I said that to my buddy. I said that to my buddy as a joke, and he's like, "I think you need to see a therapist." So it's very possible. But anyway, no, nothing's really going on. It's with it not being summer. Well,
listen. I need to know this so I can go out there. If I meet someone, I'm like, wow, this guy's
gonna ruin your life.
Yes.
There you go.
Or you ruin his life.
That's fair.
So what do you look for in a girl, personality wise?
I don't know.
Like
this is joking.
John's
laughing,
not happy right
humor,
now.
No, I'm not happy. I just don't
sense
know.
Sense of humor, she's organized. She's by the books. She's kind of a wild child. Freaky.
Let's say smart and funny.
Okay.
And wouldn't be bad if she was good looking.
Okay.
So we'll say
now sexually.
Oh, here we go.
I feel
like this is all he wanted to get to.
Do you want her to be just missionary 24/7?
Probably
lights on, lights off, finger in the butt. Like, what do you want?
No, thank you. I don't know. Why are we targeting?
She likes ATMs.
I have no idea.
This all came out of
nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
This was not.
He's super proud of himself right now. Though.
I am, because I'm looking out for my friend. I want him to be happy.
Throwing him out there like that, I don't know if you're looking out for him.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No.
I think this is holding me in front of a bus.
This is more of an off-air conversation, but I'm down for it. Like,
listen, that's what it's awkward.
Missionary all the time. Is that your thing?
Lights on, lights off.
Plead the fifth.
Sounds like we turn the lights off.
So just nothing on the horizon. I mean,
well, the problem is so summer. You're going out a little bit more, whatever. Now we're drifting into fall. And so like my weekends have consisted of like, I'll go play golf in the morning on Saturday and then go to grab lunch and a couple beers after. And then I wind up at home. And
you find that girl you did a body shot off of with her happy trail?
No.
So maybe your weekend shouldn't have as much golf.
Play during the week.
That's when the weather completely turns to snow.
Oh, so now
it's
it's girlfriend season. We're looking at.
I suppose. What do they call it? No. What do they call it? It's cuffing
season.
It's like you handcuff. Like so they.
I've been handcuffed for 5 years, bro.
They call it cuffing season. So like it's when you basically get locked down for the winter.
It's no longer a season for us.
Yeah,
it's a life choice.
It's cuffing life.
Well, especially about 5 weeks ago, and now would definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yeah.
You got 2 kids. You're cuffed for at least 18 years.
Ugh, well, yeah. Actually,
until Ryan ever lets you go. Or
17 years and 10 months.
Yeah. Not that you're counting.
No, not at all. No, but yeah, she's, Ryan's doing great. Thank God for everything she does, because she is a champion and I got to be lost without her. So, thank God.
We're all well aware of that.
Yes. We thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot. So, but yeah, I mean, are we done with your
I think so. Yeah, let's move on.
You sure?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we can hammer this, dude. We can like almost like
I think the real problem with all of this is that I don't even know how to answer that question, which would not be a good sign that I don't even know what I want. So there you go. There's probably the long and short of that.
I just keep waiting. Like I know that it's coming.
When you get a girlfriend, we're getting her on.
Jamie was scolding me at the NFL draft, because I was like jokingly being self-deprecating, and he's like, dude, that bartender completely like was into you, and you just like made fun of yourself in front of her and like walked away.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much it.
But you weren't like, that's the thing. You sit here and say like that you were joking.
Well, I was making a joke, but like
you're
it's very
most
sarcastic.
self-deprecating fucking person on earth, and I'm self-deprecating.
Yeah.
You take it to a whole different level.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was so into you.
I wouldn't say anything to her. I think I said it to you afterwards.
Yeah, and that turned in. Listen, that was a good night.
Oh, really?
We had some drinks that night.
That's the first time I saw you as not a dad. I was like, Jesus. I'm like, he's getting after it.
I did. That was my first night out in a long time.
You were having yourself a day.
That's what we should do. I was thinking about that too.
What?
So I'm thinking, make sure we talk to my wife and we can do this. But she actually brought it up a while back. We're going to go online and we're going to find hard sports questions. I'm going to print them out on a sheet and we're going to put them in a hat, or we'll split them up and we'll roll dice and we'll roll them, we'll drink beer. But then person that answer the question, if they get it right, they don't have to do a shot. If they get it wrong, they have to do a shot.
A lot of shots there. A lot of shots.
Yeah, that's
there.
going to be a rough.
Like, it'd be fun. Like, we'll call it drunken sports history.
Drunken sports history. I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down. Yeah, for sure.
I was just thinking about that. Like, something fun to do.
I had something that popped in my head earlier that I think we should think about a boys' trip for. Yeah, March of 2022, Tool was playing at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. You're not a Tool fan?
No.
Really? That's right.
Bro, he's like young. The indie. Like,
I know it. I know.
He's
who
like,
Tool
dude, my
is.
favorite
So
band
sad.
is
Did you
half
see the
beer
Did
can.
you see the face he made? Jesus.
I know who Tool is.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
You're
You
just
are
more
a Tool.
You're more of a dashboard. More of a dashboard confessional fan.
Yeah, I
No,
really
he's
just
one of the indie ones. Like,
want to
dude,
cry.
Dude, when I went to his car the one day, he's like, "Oh, I have weird music." I'm like, "Okay," bro. He was like, "Oh yeah, burnt my toast." Yeah, I'm like, "What are you listening to, dude?"
Some
like,
kind of country music.
Maybe country. I don't know.
I don't know what. I don't know, dude. It was like some kid singing about burning his toast and losing his girlfriend all in the same sentence. I don't know. It was weird.
I feel like that
strange.
song wouldn't do well.
I don't
on
think
the
it would
radio.
be.
You apparently was on your playlist.
It probably was some emo stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah, I'm down for that, dude. I mean, like, it's fun there. And, we could probably get some tickets.
all right. I mean, I'll go. I like live music.
That was Jamie's.
I'll go watch
That was
everybody.
Jamie's way of getting tickets.
Oh,
That was me. That was me.
He was
using
totally
him.
using me.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Yes.
that was
I missed
him.
it.
That was him.
I was just
trying
I was just so against the Tool move.
I could
that
tell
was
you
like,
the face you made was like, woof. Okay.
Speaking of, I told him about this, and I know I mentioned it to you before. One of our friends is playing on Friday at a local place, and he plays like 90s alternative.
You did mention that,
So
didn't you?
that's
Like
where
with
I'll
Nirvana
be.
and
That's
shit?
where I'll be on Friday. I'll be watching
Dude,
live
this is your
music.
try. This is your chance.
Yeah, I don't know
What
if
time's
that
he go on?
8 o'clock. I don't know if that bar is going to be the crowd I'm
Do you
looking
remember?
for.
Remember that time we threw the New Year's Eve bash there? Oh, you didn't go.
Oh no, I was there.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I came a little bit later in the night, but yeah. I
Yeah, we
was there.
threw Jamie. Did you go? I think I invited you, but you didn't go.
I didn't go. No.
So it was me and Ryan convinced one of the bar owners we know we're friends with. We're like, hey, dude, how much to rent the whole bar out? He's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. He's like $3,000 or something like that. So we got like all these people. It was like $50 a pop, all you can drink. And he was trying to be shady. He was like, no, nothing top shelf. That was not the deal, my friend.
Right.
He was
right.
like, dang it. He was good about it. But it was a great time. That was a lot of fun. We had good food. And that was a good time.
That's one thing I actually like. Speaking of live music and stuff like that, like I haven't seen a fucking concert in forever.
Tool?
We're gonna go see Tool.
I have not, dude. It's
No,
been.
I went to Eric
That's one
Church,
thing I
like
do
I said
miss.
last
You
week.
just went. Yeah.
you were telling
That
that.
was
Yeah,
I even this
I
was.
talk about that in this podcast?
Yeah.
Last one. This is pre-pandemic. I hadn't been. I haven't been to a big show since like Luke Bryan, and it was. That had to be 7 or 8 years ago. We did go.
You big Luke Bryan fan?
He's all right. I was actually working for it, so it
Oh,
was
you do?
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I got to work
That's
like in the pit. Like it was
Oh,
fucking
nice.
awesome. We were in Nashville this summer, so we saw a bunch of live music, but it was smaller. Like
I'm going there in
little-
November
Are you going?
Yeah.
No, it's fucking awesome.
just for a day.
Great time.
Yeah, I'm
Great
I'm-
time.
I know. I lived there for a year.
That's right. That's why I think I sent you a message. We drove by your college when we were down there. I was like, shit,
Murfreesboro
that's where
Road.
Stipe went.
Yep. Good old times.
Super Christian academy. That you
Nazarene.
Well,
Nazarene.
speaking of trips or potentially going on a dude's trips, going on trips, William Shatner is set.
that's the
I saw
trip.
this right
Wait,
before.
what?
I put this
Yeah.
on the list.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about this.
William Shatner.
I was trying to look surprised. You
He's
totally ruined it.
90 years old.
This guy.
He's 90 years old. He's going
I
on
love it.
Bezos's rocket to go up into space. Are they going to just do the same thing again? They're going to go up, like float around for a minute and then come back down?
Yeah, they go up. They get just out of. I think they hit that 50-mile mark, and they get weightless for a couple of minutes, and then right
The
back.
more I think about it, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Could you imagine?
Listen,
He'll be the oldest. He'll be the oldest guy in space.
he's
and so,
90 fucking years old.
It's crazy.
do you have to pass a physical to do that?
I would
assume
hope so.
There's got to be like a waiver.
He's 90 years old.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
shit.
a chance he's gonna die.
How do you think that the picture you have on the screen behind you? Do you think that is an up-to-date current picture?
Not a chance.
I was gonna say that's
No.
probably 30 years younger.
So with Bezos, I saw a meme. I don't know why I thought about it. It was funny. It was like this guy was like, "Oh, you got a new Lamborghini?" He's like, "Yeah, man. Listen, when you work hard, you put in the hours and all the dedication.
Yeah.
I'll get another one next year."
Yeah,
Talking about
I just saw that
boy,
today.
I was like laughing my ass off when I saw that. I was like, "Oh, that's so funny." I don't know why I thought about him because like the whole comedy he made about.
yeah,
Listen, these are some recent pictures. He doesn't look like he's 90. I'll give him that. But
What
he's
are you
90 fucking
Talking
years
about.
old.
oh
He's going.
shit.
I'm going to
Oh my
space.
God.
He
I'm talking like this.
yeah,
for
that would be nuts.
the rest of the show.
I'm out. Just stopping it now.
I don't know, man. I mean, I know they're going up, but I don't even like going up the hill part on a roller coaster.
Can you even get up?
Yeah. What?
Huh?
Jesus. No, I would. I've thought about this as well. I'm all the way out on space travel until they can like go and land somewhere. Like I'm out. There's no like it doesn't. It seems like they're cheating.
Yeah.
Seems like
it's
they're cheating.
It's like doing just the tip.
It's technically
It's like I got laid.
Just the tip. Yeah.
It's technically space, but not.
Yeah, but it's not really space.
Not really the experience.
Yeah. Like I'm enjoying the kind of like the race of it. So you got these, these billionaires who are all racing to do more, get further in. So like, all right, let's see somebody get to the fucking moon. Like China just announced they're going to the moon. And I was like, well, there you go.
God bless them.
Let's get to the moon now, please.
God bless them.
Somebody do it.
Good job.
Yeah.
We already been there, but good job.
I think they have to.
Have they really?
I think so.
Oh, yeah,
I think Russia, China, U.S.
Elon Musk said he's like, my goal is like to land on Mars, like
and come back.
Yeah, he wants.
Which I'm pretty sure he
do
will.
that,
Which that guy is a goddamn genius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's building, like I said before in the last couple podcasts, whatever it was. He's building that tunnel underneath.
The Hyperloop.
To make it like easier for traffic and stuff, which is crazy.
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
I don't know. Unfortunately I feel like something in the time of that happening is
that's what Jamie's waiting for.
Is going to go badly.
Correct.
That's what Jamie's waiting for.
Like there's going to be an accident or something's
100%.
going to happen. Like it's just the probability of it happening.
Jamie's the type of guy. He's the guy that's sitting there and hears the tire screech and he waits for the boom, the car collision. That's you with the spaceship. Like when it goes up, you're like this. Come on.
Super strange to bring that up because that happened today outside of my office.
Oh.
And I heard the screeching of the tires and I went, and then I heard the crunch of the cars.
Oh, you did hear? Were they okay?
Everyone was fine.
Good.
Yeah, I walked out of my office.
And then Jamie skipped out to the accident. Gleefully skipped out to the accident looking for.
But yeah, and I'm certainly not rooting for anybody to die.
No, and of course not.
But if I were to place a wager on somebody going to die, it would be on William Shatner dying when he goes into space.
Well, how was that one lady that went up with?
She was not 90.
She was close.
But she was like a trained astronaut.
Oh, was she really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
She went through like the entire astronaut training program, and then they were like, "Sorry, you're a woman." And they were like,
they're just duct taping William Shatner to a chair and being like, "Stay
probably
here."
It. Yep. Yeah, she went through the whole training as
when she was younger.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So when they had like those original guys, So when they had those original guys going through, you watched the same fucking show.
Oh,
you remember that?
Yeah.
One of the wives of the original astronauts. She
was a test pilot.
She was a test pilot. She started going through the program with some other women because they were like, "Hey, women can do this as well." And then they were like, "Yeah, no, we're not sending women up."
Yeah, we're good.
So then they just recently sent her up. But she's a trained astronaut.
Okay, that makes sense.
William Shatner's not.
Mm-mm. Well, I mean, listen, Star Trek, dude. I mean, come on.
It's not real.
Yes, it is.
It's not real.
How dare you?
It's not real. Yeah. I'm surprised you know that.
Yeah. How do you know that? You know why? Because he's been in space.
Yeah.
So coming full circle,
Many
I know
times.
Oh my God.
That's good.
We're gonna go full circle and out.
Coming full circle to kind of wrap things up here. I know we started talking about Squid Game when we first started the podcast. The other thing I want to talk about, were you guys Game of Thrones fans?
I was a 1%er.
You didn't watch it? Okay, what about you?
One episode, but I wasn't watching it because
we've talked about this.
I was at
the
fire station. I had no choice, but I didn't really watch it. But I remember the first time I ever, no joke, the first time I ever like walked in on watching it, it was this princess getting butt raped.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm out, and I watched it.
That was
that's a lot of the gist of the
fair
show.
Point. Yeah, hooked.
Did you
hooked?
So you were a big fan.
Yeah, I'm actually reading it right now.
Oh, really? How many books are there?
A bunch.
A lot. And they're very long.
And they're awesome. I'm on the fourth one right now.
I started trying to read the first one, and I was like, I've already seen the show. I'm done. I just gave up. I'm not even kidding. That's not even meant to be a joke. I couldn't even get through it because I'm like, I already know. Yeah. I know there's way more detail in the books and everything like that, but I'm like, I know I know the overall arch to it.
I'm enjoying the read because now I'm like, oh wow, they totally changed this, like a couple of different things. But anyways, so yes.
So this is obviously way backtracking because it came out a few years ago, but were you happy with the final season?
So here's my thing about it. So I did not get into Game of Thrones until it was maybe a few months before that 8th season was coming out. And then I was like, one day at the station, I was working out, so I started watching episode after episode after episode, fucking got hooked. I binged all 7 seasons right up to the start of the 8th season. So I wasn't like fully invested. Like a lot of people that I know that hated that last season, they had like watch parties every Sunday for years and shit like that, and they fucking hated the 8th season. I loved it.
Real quick, I don't mean to say watch parties, dude. Do you remember that show, The OC?
Oh yeah.
In college, the whole baseball team, we were so into it, dude. We all go to my apartment, like me and my buddy, and they all watch me. It was so bad.
I actually can't knock him for this because the same
bunch of fucking grown ass dudes, like, oh my god.
Me and a couple of my buddies and a couple of girls we knew that were in my college of business with me. Every Thursday before we would go out, we would watch that in pregame, and then we would go out every Thursday.
I think so. We did too. I'm not joking.
Can we go back to Game of Thrones?
Great. Anyway, sorry. Back to Game of Thrones. Enough of the OC. I could see why people weren't happy with it, but I think part of it was because a lot of the actors had been doing that show for so long. They had other opportunities to go do other stuff, and so like
as you should. I mean, that's where you make your money.
They were like, "All right, we have to go. Like, I have another movie I can go do, and I don't have time to do
way
the
more
show."
money than 8 seasons here. I'm making one movie.
Exactly, and so I liked it, but I think there's things they probably could have done better, which would have made it more well received as a whole. The reason I brought it up though was because I think today or late yesterday, the teaser trailer for House of Dragons dropped.
Oh, no shit.
Is that
It's the prequel. Oh. So it takes place 200 years before Game of Thrones.
Dude, guess what? I am not going to watch it.
I know you're probably not going to watch it. But Jamie will. But here's why I brought up the last season, though. So the new teaser trailer dropped. It takes place like 200 years before Game of Thrones. And there was like this...
Oh, then I'm totally not in.
Yeah. There was this 200 or this like family that like controlled everything, the Targaryens that controlled everything forever. And they're able to control dragons. And so that's how they kind of got power over everybody else. The reason I brought up the last season of the show was how many of those people that hated that last show are going to 100% watch this show.
All of them.
Because everybody's going to watch it.
Because everyone wants it.
And the teaser trailer is awesome.
So I'll put this out now because I still have not gotten HBO Max. So anybody out in the world that has an HBO Max login,
Jesus,
send that over to me.
Such a mooch.
I got you, babe.
I can't wait. I do look forward to that for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
On that note, let's get out of here,
man. Yeah. So we're the Jabs podcast.
Yeah.
No, Stipe's gonna make us drag this out some more.
No, the whole Squid Game. You were going with Squid Game, and then all of a sudden you went to Game of Thrones
because it's a TV show. It was a big hit.
Well, I get it, but I just don't know where you're going with it. I got lost.
I just said coming full circle. We talked about TV on the way in. We're talking about TV on the way out.
It's a circle. We started here.
Real quick. I know. I shut up. I hate you. Anyway, real serious though.
Like Squid Game, circle. Try. He's gonna be pissed.
It's like John. Square. So like square about it. Anyway. So with that Squid Game, how do you think it's, because you're not there yet.
I don't know. No.
We'll talk about it later when you're done.
Please, yeah.
So how do you think the second season is going to be just as good? I think it's going to be totally different.
I think it's going to be a different kind of concept. Different concept.
They're
not going to play.
Not as games and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to do games again. Here's what I think. I think
princes are going to get butt raped.
The person who makes it to the end, of the show is going to team up with another person that was in the show. And it's really hard to talk about that.
It's impossible. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Here's my thing. So I was looking it up. Was it yen? Is it what it is? The money?
Won.
It's won there, yeah.
What is that in like American dollars?
So I looked this up for the thing. So you could win 45.6 billion won. It equates to like $38 million or something like that.
That's it?
Yeah. You take away like 2 zeros.
That's stupid. I wouldn't do it then.
All right. So anyways, Jabs podcast.
Okay. I would do it for 38 million. My wife actually asked me if I would do it. I'm like, fuck yeah. She's like, why? I'm like, fuck it. If I had nothing going on in my life, I'd do it.
I don't think you would.
100% I would.
If you were backed up against the wall and
nothing like everybody else in the show,
all the people in the show.
Right. Listen, let me tell you something. That first show with that doll's head, that fucked me up.
Freaked you out.
Yeah, I was like, red light, green light.
It looked like that Annabelle doll.
That's what it was. Yes. That's what I can remember. Anyway. Okay, sorry about it. We're done.
All right. We're out of here. Thanks for listening, everybody. You can reach out to us at @jabsperiodpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter @jabspodcast. You can find Stipe Miocic at all social media platforms as Stipe Miocic. You can find Jamie as Mekalek, Mekalek, and you can find me as JP Chewbacca. It's like Chewbacca without the CA.
That picture's like Game of Thrones.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, it's close.
Right?
Yeah, actually it is.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's on you to say I'm out.
There you go. All right, Stipe's portrait is Game of Thrones, so he is a fan.
Deuces.
All right, later. We hate Rick Russo.
Peace out.